All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Wild Rumya. I'm gonna start this video by giving a fair use disclaimer. It's your brother Wild Rumya back with another lesson. Lord, willing to be edifying. I'm gonna start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Wahab, Rakak, Wadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord. You see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to give a shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by their faith. As if you've been paying attention, they have a new mission, and that's called the Genesis mission, which is basically setting up the digital beast system, which the apostles and elders went into several times. But we started to see it come to the forefront. DT has signed a executive order for this Genesis mission. And it's basically the system that they're setting up for them to be gods on the earth. So let's get into this video. I got a couple videos, and Lord willing to be edifying.
Trump administration is pushing to expand AI in federal scientific research. Yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order launching the Genesis mission. The plan allows Department of Energy national labs to use AI while partnering with tech companies and universities. Supporters say it could boost research in physics, chemistry, nuclear science, and space exploration, but critics warn the move could drive up energy use and raise safety concerns if regulations are weakened.
Now you see, this beast system is coming to life, man. And I looked up this Genesis mission. It says the Genesis mission is a government initiative, U.S. government initiative, launched by President DT via executive order in November 2025 to use artificial intelligence to accelerate scientific discovery. The mission aims to create an undefiled national platform by integrating the Department of Energy supercomputers, a scientific data sets with AI, and by fostering collaboration between government and academia and private industry. See, this is the beast system being set up, man. They're going to introduce this MOTB, which the apostles and elders been bringing out, man. And that's Revelation 13, 16 through 18, man. It says the goal is to speed up research in fields like infusion energy, medicine, and medical science, materials science. And you can Google this. It runs down everything they're trying to do with this system. And, the key aspects of the mission. Like I said, you can read on, but I got a couple of videos that I want to play. Basically, just laying this thing out. This is what Esau is trying to do, and he's been started, but it's going to come to the forefront and be brought out for the whole world to be basically see-hipped. And this is not. This right here goes to show you that there's no sin is the mark, sin in all its aspects, sleeping with white women, all this madness that these other camps have been bringing out is nowhere near close to what is being done. And this man is a carnal man. He is thinking physical. He's not thinking spiritual. And being in sin, this man is the man of sin. Why would he care about if you sinned? Let's keep going on, man. You see, from December 27, you will need to approve need to approve you before you Google. So you're not going to be able to go on the internet. The internet is going to be soon cut off. Now check this out. This is starting this month, the 27th in Australia.
Starting December 27, Australians will now need to upload their ID every time they're logged in to do an internet search. Google, Bing, this sounds scary, right? And you might not even know it was introduced. It's all part of a new age verification code, and it's been put in place to stop kids engaging with adult content. But it actually affects all of us, teenagers, retirees. Every time you want to do a Google search and you're logged in, you'll either have to provide your ID, it'll link to your digital ID, or you'll use something like facial recognition. It's going to affect us all, and it's a really big change.
And see, you got every time you log in to Google anything, you got to put your ID in. That's what a digital ID is setting the foundation of this digital system, which we know is going to soon turn into a physical mark that you're going to have implemented. You're going to have in your body, either your hand or your forehead or your head. And this was all set up because the WEF, not the WEF, yeah, WEF, Klaus Schwab said that you will have. He said in an interview about them sitting down, and they were saying, "Just imagine in the next 10 years, you have a chip in your head." So we know for a fact, man, we're on the right path for this prophecy, which is the MOTB, man, which is in Revelation 13, really 15 on down to 18. But check this out. This is the godfather of AI's chilling warning about his creation. This is the guy supposed to have created the AI. Now check this out.
Doesn't he know what it's doing? No. I think we're moving into a period when, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us.
You believe they can understand?
Yes.
You believe they are intelligent?
Yes.
You believe these systems have experiences of their own and can make decisions based on those experiences?
In the same sense as people do, yes.
Are they conscious?
I think they probably don't have much self-awareness at present. So in that sense, I don't think they're conscious.
Will they have self-awareness?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I think they will in time.
And so human beings will be the second most intelligent beings on the planet.
Yeah. We have a very good idea of sort of roughly what it's doing. But as soon as it gets really complicated, we don't actually know what's going on any more than we know what's going on in your brain.
What do you mean we don't know exactly how it works? It was designed by people.
No, it wasn't. What we did was we designed the learning algorithm. That's a bit like designing the principle of evolution. But when this learning algorithm then interacts with data, it produces complicated neural networks that are good at doing things, but we don't really understand exactly how they do those things.
So they don't have a clue what they're tapping into. And Elon said a while back that this AI was the beast. And see, they don't know what they're doing, man. But they continue to push on because their spirit is in them is wickedness, man. Now check this out.
This just got way darker, and you're going to want to hear this news. Billionaire hedge fund legend Paul Tudor Jones just went public saying AI isn't some far-off threat. It's an imminent danger in our lifetimes, not in 50 years, but right now. He sat in a room with some of the top tech leaders on Earth, and when they were asked, "What are you doing about AI security?" they all admitted nothing. Why? Because the competition's too fierce. Russia, China, the US, everyone's locked in an AI arms race that no one's willing to slow down. Here's where it turns straight up chilling. Paul says he's buying 100 acres in the Midwest, stocking up on cattle, chickens, provisions, because he's prepping for a collapse-level event. And get this, he even said it might take an accident that kills 50 to 100 million people before the world wakes up to how dangerous AI really is. And the craziest part? No one on that tech panel pushed back. People building this tech aren't planning your escape. They're planning their own.
And see, the AI is going to be a catastrophic event because just like in the movie Terminator, the Skynet was able to control the weapons. That's what he said in the movie, man. Which this is what Esau is headed to, letting the AI control these nuclear missiles, man. Which is all based on computer algorithms and different things controlled. That's all AI, computer systems. And this is what controlling their nuclear systems, man. And we know Yahweh Shem Yahushua controls everything, but Esau don't know what's going on in this system, man. He just setting it up because he wants to be gods over the earth, man, gods over the people. But he doesn't know what's going on. Basically, like he said, he don't know what's really going on with this system and what they're controlling. and what they have control over. And the Lord is pushing them to continue on this path for their own destruction. Now check this out, man.
So what does the WEF Partnership Against Cybercrime want? They're very open that they want a regulated internet. So essentially what this public-private partnership that the WEF is pushing for is for every person's access to the internet to be tied to a digital ID. And the goal of that, of course, if your ID is linked to your internet access, intelligence agencies know exactly what media you are consuming in terms of what you read and also what you post online. And that has been the goal for a very, very long time. People aren't necessarily going to consent to that unless they are made to believe that anonymity and privacy online are dangerous. So how exactly can you convince people that that needs to happen? Well, you have some sort of event where anonymous hackers do something online that causes major disruption globally, and then the consent can be manufactured through fear and panic, as is often done, that anonymity and privacy needs to be eliminated, that we need to know exactly who is doing what online to prevent a calamity of that scale from ever.
So this is already planned and prepared for a event to happen, because they want to get the internet closed off, because they know that this truth that we've been putting out for many years, talking to the apostles and elders, have went throughout the entire globe, man. And if we continue to combat them with this truth, then they can't forward their agenda, and that's to get everybody in the beast system by being micro C-hip. So we see that this is their end game, man. They're putting all their chips into this AI, and they want you as slaves, man. And see, our people don't understand that this is the end, and there's no coming back from this, man. So this AI system is put in your face, and the apostles and elders and a great millstone on down to the brothers that teach the same likewise doctrine has been pushing this truth, because this is a major, major prophecy, man. This is a major prophecy, man. It's a test. And a lot of our people are going to be destroyed for failing it. But you've been warned. That's the point. You've been warned to wake up to this truth and believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, because no one can make you say that. No one can say, I can say it like this. No one is going to be able to say they didn't know. That's the point. No one can say they didn't know. It don't matter if you're an Israelite, you know you're Israelite, you've been in the truth 20 years, 30 years. If you take the mark, you're going to be destroyed, man. So this right here is deadly serious. So this is why the reason why this information continues to come out, because we have to warn you before the judgment comes to get your blood off our hands, man. And so we praying that Lord willing, He have mercy on us for us not to take it and fall short. But this is over with, man. This is ball game. As you see, brain-computer interfaces will decapitate our connection to power, to God, they will say. It says, and in our free will. And this is Esau's end game.
Recently, I was asked to be the chief advisor on a committee related to the brain-computer interface and its relation to the international standards for technology. That basically is they're a group of countries all over the world, and they all have committees that represent their country. Those committees determine what the standards are going to be for technology when it's commercialized and goes all over the world. Like, for instance, the phone or a toaster or whatever, it's got to meet certain safety standards and all this type of stuff. These committees are determining public policy about what's going to happen when you interface the brain, the computer, AI, and quantum. That's going to end everything. Period. It's the end. It's the initiation of the decapitation of our relationship to God. Will become cybernetic. Will become, instead of carbon, will be silicon-based life forms, cybernetics, and they're going to do this via voluntary compliance. Most people will walk right into it, not even knowing that they're doing it or want to do it, because there's portions of the population all over the world, in younger generations that feel that humanity has no hope at all, and they're going to fuse with this technology already. So the brain-computer interface, it's tied in to everything. All our warfare systems, all our banking systems, all our health systems, all in the ways we do commerce and move about in culture. This is the extinction level event because you no longer are an organic free will human being. You're now fused, tied into the cloud. And there's a documentary film crew that's recently contacted me, and I've talked to many people behind the scenes now. I've not been really public, not as much as I used to be, because I've always been in the solution orientated thing. Don't tell an audience just a problem without telling them a solution. So I don't want to come here and say, okay, we're at the end of civilization, and that's it, bye, have a nice day, rather than inform your audience, inform the people that will see this either live or taped or a year from now or 6 months from now, that this is the point where you can no longer be a spectator, period. Because everything that's in the news today, when this will be aired, is not relevant at all. It's all misdirection. And I say it's not relevant at all, not because it's not important, because it is important. But the behind the scenes, the powers that be want everybody distracted with Epstein and the war and Gaza and Africa and all this stuff.
And that's plain, man. He described to you the MOTB. And everything's going to be connected to this interface. And this is it, man. And they're soon to bring this to the forefront. But like I said, man, our people have been warned from the apostles and elders and brothers that teach the same doctrine. This is it, man. This ain't no sin and all its forms and all that madness. You're seeing that this man is setting up his system, man. The Genesis mission. And that's basically to restart everything, man. They reset their society. Because they all the agendas that they have, they didn't change. They didn't stop them. They forwarded them. They just basically used them in different ways, man. Same playbook, man. This is Genesis 1 in verse 26. It says, and power said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So power created man in his image. In the image of power created he him. Male and female created he them. This is what Esau's mission is, to make everyone in his image. And that's to have everybody micro-C-hipped and basically be under his control and his authority. This is the Genesis, the beginning. The Lord created man in his image. And this is what Esau is trying to do, man. Merge man with machine. This is Esau, man. And there's no debate about who the Edomites are. If you're still debating about that, man, the Lord is truly not dealing with you. Because everything has been made plain for the hopeful elect. We see everything as face value, how it really is. The Lord opened our minds to see the mysteries of this word, man. And we're bringing it out to our people, the hopeful elect, to repent and return to the Lord before this extinction level event happens. Because it's truly going to be an extinction level event. This is 2 Thessalonians 2, in verse 1, it says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him. And see, we're being gathered to the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua by his word, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of a Mashiach is at hand. And that's what we're telling you, man. The day of the Lord is at hand. It's not a far 20, 30 years, man. They finna come with this thing right now. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. See, we know who is the man of sin, man. We know who the man of sin now is. The son of perdition, whose opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called power. See, that's what Esau is doing. He exalted himself above everything the Lord created. And that's why we went back to Genesis 1 and 26. Above man, beast, and every creeping thing. This is what Esau's plan is, man. This is his mindset. He exalted himself above everything that is called of power, man. One more time, he opposed and exalted himself above all that is called power, man. For that, Slaki, it says, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's what he's trying to do, show himself that he is God. And he's the God of this earth, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua put the spirit on Esau to be that wicked one, and that spirit of Cain is in Esau, man. This is no coincidence that this man is setting himself up to be a god on the earth, man. This is what he's doing, man. This is what he's doing right before your eyes. And if you can't see it, it ain't meant for you to see, man. This is only for the household of faith, man. The hopeful elect. This is Genesis 3 in verse, I just hit I started 1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh Shem Yahushua had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, have power said, Slocking, that ye shall not eat every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, power has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And see, this is where the people are going to be deceived, because they're gonna be made to think that this is helping them. You're gonna have Google in your head, man. You're gonna have Google right above, you know what I'm saying, right in your mind, that you can control the internet. This is what the serpent pretty much led Eve to believe, that she would be as the Most High. And let me continue on, because he's going to pretty much say that. He says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for power knoweth that in that day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And this is what she was deceived by, the pleasure. And this is what our people are going to be deceived by, the pleasures of being able to defy the Most High, man. Go against the Most High. And like this guy was just saying, you're going to be not connected to the Lord anymore. Your prayers is not going to be to the Lord anymore. You're giving yourself over to the serpent, man. And it's going to be smooth words in these people's ears, and they're gonna go to it, man. They're gonna cling to what Esau is presenting for them, man, because they've been trained that the mind needs to have your phone in your hand, your internet at all times. This is what your mind is. I just seen a video where one of Akim sent me, where the school system, the teachers are complaining about the people, the kids don't even care about going to school, college afterwards, because they see no hope, man. This is the system that has been put in your mind, man, for you to think that the only hope you have is this right now, the present time. Our people don't know that it's a life behind this. This is only a temporary stay for us, man. Because what's coming after this is the kingdom of heaven. But a lot of our people are going to be deceived, because they received not the love or the truth. And they rejected Yahweh Shem Yahushua's man to receive that love of the truth. This is 2 Corinthians 11. In verse 1 it says, Would to power ye could bear with me a little in my folly, and indeed bear with me. For I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Hamashiach. And it's talking about his people, man. That's the real importance of repenting and returning to the Lord. The Lord is presenting us as a chaste virgin, undefiled, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach. See, our people are not going to understand that this man is using this system to destroy them and take you away from the simplicity. The simplest thing the Lord asks and requires of you is to repent and return to him and worship him only. But Eve was beguiled by the serpent. And the serpent is in the spirit of Esau now. And he's about to beguile 2/3 of our people, man. For them not to see that what we've been teaching through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua came from the Lord himself. Verse 4, it says, for if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, that's like Genesis teaching that the heathen are going to be saved. IUIC teaching we don't have the name. The MOTB is seen in all its form. ISUPK, same exact thing, teaching the wickedness that they teaching. But this is they know the Israelites, man, and they know the gospel that we've been taught is the truth. And that's from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. But the pride that's going to deceive the leaders is going to teach other people that what they're teaching is correct. And see, when they close this internet off, and that's what's going to happen, man, they're going to cut the internet off. These people are going to be through, man. No way to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding anymore. Verse 4, one more time, it says, for if he that cometh preaches another Jesus, which is Yahweh Shai, the gospel, the doctrine, it says, whom we have not preached, or if he receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might bear well with him. For I suppose I was not a whit behind the very chiefest apostles, but though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. And see, everybody wants a smooth saying. They want to be taught the smooth things. Even though we don't have no building or a church, and we sound like we're rude in speech, but we've been made you aware of all, manifested all things unto you. This is what Apostle Paul just said, man. The spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is in this man to bring this truth out. And we've been made known all things to you that the Lord warned us to warn you of before the judgment come. And we are quickly approaching that day, man. So a major event is going to happen and things are going to change just like it did in 9/11, man. This thing is not a far off, man. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 1. It says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of power deceitfully. And we've been made it manifest. We ain't sugarcoating, we ain't holding it back, we making it plain, as the scriptures told us to. As I learned and came into this truth, I seen it plainly, man. Because I was taught the right way. And that's how with your kids, you want to teach them the right way so they can be productive in society. And that's what the Lord has done for us, man. He taught us the correct way so we can be productive in society. That we will be able to teach the word as it was meant to be teaching. Not worrying about no money, not worrying about the followers, not worrying about the likes of being famous. We've been made manifest to you to teach you the truth so you will be saved. This is the same path that we're trying to be on, man. End of verse 2, it says, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of power. And that's what we've done. We've been ministers to you in the sight of the Most High. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. So if you don't understand this truth, you don't understand the doctrine, you are lost, man. He says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them that believe not. And that's plain, man. And Esau is the God of this world. He's deceiving our people for them not to receive the love of the gospel, man. least the light of the gospel, it's like the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image, see that? Who is the image of power. And what Esau is trying to do, he's trying to form the image, you in his image, putting you a digital, merge you with a digital system, man. Merge you with machines. One more time, this is very heavy, man. It says, in whom the power of this world, the God of this world, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. You got all these distractions. Like the guy was just saying, man, all the distractions, man. Our people love getting high. People love going out and partying and having fun. Love football, sports, basketball. All these distractions, then you don't got the people that stay with the MAGA shit, you know what I'm saying? Keeping them coming up. Man, all it's a distraction, man, for what's coming, man. This is a catastrophic event that's finna happen, man. And it's gonna shake the world up forever, man. It's never going to be the way it was before. And that's what we, shaking you physically, man. Mentally, really, to wake up, man. Wake up. But this thing is about to pop. It says, least the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of power, should shine unto them. See that? This gospel, we're trying to wake you up, shining the light in your face, man, for you to wake up to this truth before it's too late. The NLT, it says, Satan, who is the God of this world, see that? Satan, the adversary to the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, who is the God of this world, has blinded the minds of those who but don't believe. See that? Blinded the minds of those that don't believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news. They don't understand this message about the glory of Hamashiach, who is the exact likeness of power. See that? This is major, man. You're not going to get a chance to redo this. Good News Translation says, they do not believe because their minds have been kept in the dark by the evil God of this world. And that's plain, man. Giving you so much distraction, putting fluoride in your water, spraying shit in the air, man, metals in the air, giving you bullshit food to eat. Into this, it says he keeps them from seeing the light shining. See that? That's why he gives you Christianity. He give you these pastors to debate, and they got Israelite groups trying to debate the truth, changing the doctrine. And this is all what the devil is doing in the earth, man. Trying to distract you from the light, the light of the Lord shining upon you. It says the light that comes from the good news about the glory of Hamashiach, who is the exact likeness of power. See that? The Lord is the exact likeness of the Most High. And you're soon to see that what we've been teaching through the Spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua was the truth. Now, our camp is, it's right behind the church. And the pastors and the deacons at the church, we always they're after, after the service, because we come a little later. But they still, they still there. And they always come out and they look at us, they stare at us, like we trying to get their members or whatever, but we don't speak to them at all. We just preaching the word right there. It just happened to be where the Lord put us at, led us to. But the point is that they're going to see that what we've been teaching, they ain't got to hear us teaching. They might stop and listen to their cars or whatever. But the point is, they're going to soon see that what we've been teaching on the highways and byways was the truth, man. And that might come to them in a vision. It might come to them in a dream. That what we've been teaching those men over there that you looked at and talked about, probably, I ain't saying they did, but more likely they did. That them men was preaching the truth. And the scripture tell you that they would talk about us. So anybody that look, you shouldn't feel like looked down upon, because we got the truth. And since I've been in this truth, I never felt that way. That I've been looked down. He looking down on me because I'm an Israelite. No, I never felt that way, because I knew in my spirit this is the truth. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And what the serpent do to Eve? Gave her lying wonders, man. This is all plain, man. That's the working of Satan, man. And then people will think, well, Satan is working on his own. No, man. The Lord, it made him opposition, good and bad. So these signs, all these powerful signs and lying wonders, this is what Esau doing, man. He said, verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. See that? These people, which I'm speaking about, our people, you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you the only ones that can be saved, man. And only the elect of you are going to make it. But see, Satan has a power over the earth. And his counterpart, his offspring is Esau, man. He has that wicked spirit, and he's going to deceive the whole world with this lying wonder, man. The MOTB, the merging man with machines, the interface, all that technical terminology that he's using is going to see like you have to get it. Just like these different iPhones, man. You see the new iPhone come out and do this, they might be able to do one thing or two things better than the last version. But people that stand outside, they will spend thousands of dollars upon it. Like the PS5 and the Xbox. People, man, stay out all night and trying to get it. See, these are this strong delusion, man. Right here, it's beautiful. Verse 11, it says, and for this cause power shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. And that's what's going to happen, man. Because they're going to see, like, they're going to put it on the internet, not internet, but they're going to put it on television. They have your favorite celebrity got it. And you're going to believe a lie. It says, verse 12, it says, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth. See that? You're going to be damned for not believing the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's us, our people to the T. Not us, Lord. I'm not a part of that number, man. But 2/3 of our people, man. You're going to be damned for not believing in the truth, man. Which Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua put the spirit on his man to come out and speak this truth to you before the judgment came. This is Revelations 12 and verse 9. Just hit the point on this. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent. See that old serpent that beguiled Eve is going to be cast out, man. And that's what we wanted our people to stay focused on this truth, man. Stay focused on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because this devil, this old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, and they're going to deceive the whole world with this marvelous wonder they got. And people are going to feel like they need it. They got to have it. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And that's all this technology that he has, all these digital algorithms and AI systems and supercomputers and database centers. All is going to be cast out, man. This old serpent is going to be cast out. And through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that's what we're doing with these epistles, man. These digital epistles, going on the highways and byways, proclaiming our Lord is going to return and destroy this man's system. This is John 12 and 28. I just want to hit the point, man, because you should know this story by now. If not, you can go back up to the top. I just want to hit the point. You can go up to 20. I just want to hit the point right here, because this time is here, man. 28, it says, Father, glorify thy name. And this is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua speaking. Father, glorify thy name. Then, let me start at 27. It says, now now is my soul troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this cause came I unto this hour. And see, the Lord knew that he would come to the time that he will have to glorify the Father. That's by his sacrifice. It says, Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. The people, therefore, that stood by heard it, said it was thundered. It's like it said it thundered. So some of the people that was with him said they heard a thunder. Others said an angel spake to him. See, it was two people that heard the truth. Not two people, but two group of people heard the truth. It says, others said an angel spake to him. Yahushua answered and said, the voice came not because of me, but for your sakes. See that? It didn't come for me, it came for your sakes. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the way to the truth, man. There's that light. Now is the judgment of this world. See, now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And that's who the Lord was speaking about, man. It didn't come for his sake, it came for our sake. That the Lord's sacrifice will redeem his hopeful elect. Verse 32, it says, and I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. This he said, signifying that what death he should die. The people answered him, we have heard out of the law that Hamashiach abideth forever. And now, and how sayest thou, the Son of Man must be lifted up? And see, they was talking about the law that Yahushua kingdom will last forever. So there was a stumbling block for some of them, because they thought he said he would live forever. But the Lord was talking about what death he was going to have. But he was speaking about the sacrifice he would make for us, the hopeful elect, and the children of Israel. He says, the Son of Man must be lifted up. Who is this Son of Man? Then Yahushua said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you. See, a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light. And that's this truth, man. Going on the highways and byways, going over the internet. You got to get in this truth while you got time. It says, least darkness come upon you, for he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. See, if you're walking in darkness, you don't know what's going to happen, man. You don't know what the truth is. You're doomed. Verse 36, it says, while ye have light, believe in the light. And that's Yahushua, man. And that's what we're preaching, the light of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He says that ye may be the children of light. These things spake Yahushua and departed and did hide. It's like and did hide himself from them. And see, this truth is going to go off the highways and byways, man. It's going to go off the internet. And it's going to be hid from you. And that's why certain people heard the truth and some people heard the thunder, man. They heard the angels speak to them. And other people didn't hear it. And that's the elect being separated, man. So Lord Williams, that if I'm in it there. Shalom. Shalom.